All right. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. All right, welcome back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're on the old school version of. Darn it! I didn't hook up my. I didn't hook it up. All right. Well, there's no sound effect, so what we will do is we will welcome everyone back. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Big Zeus won. I was cooking MAGA. I was cooking these Trump supporters this morning, and as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually pretty diabolical. It's diabolical what I did. Yes. All right, but you know what? We can try to at least start bringing people up now while we wait for things, and we'll start having some real authentic conversations. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the main is down. Hopefully, we win the appeal, but I guess what that means is that obviously I'm doing an outstanding job debunking MAGA and their lies. All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. Welcome, welcome. All right. I'm doing a good job debunking MAGA and their lies. All right, and so what we'll do now is we'll start inviting people up, and then we'll wrap up the show. Fair enough. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, VIP, I am back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the backup. Feel free to send a guest request, and we will come up here and wrap up this morning's show, and hopefully things will end good. All right, moving along. Welcome back, Z-Pac. Welcome back. Thank you for coming up.
Doing fantastic with the gasoline. We love gas, and we have a lot of gas.
Yeah.
Believe
How,
me, we do.
how much is gas where you're at then? If you really are doing fantastic.
Well, the gasoline is exponentially higher,
Wow.
and but it's high because a noble cause.
Mm. Yeah. What is the
We're
cause?
doing a noble cause.
A lot of people want to know what exactly that noble cause is, if you don't mind.
Well, we're getting rid of people in Iran,
Really?
and they're running away from us. But now we need people that aren't agreeing. Germany's not putting
Yeah.
a boat there.
You. Yeah. I thought we won though. I thought according to you we destroyed. Well, Pete Hegg says that we destroyed over 15,000 targets. What's left? I'm a little confused.
Well, I just love that the numbers are high. The numbers are very high for the gasoline. That means we're doing so well.
Yeah.
My approval rating, it's like when it's high. The higher the gas, the better I do. That's
Wow.
right.
Wow. Wow. Well, so you think this is all going to work out one day, and next thing you know, you're going to have cheaper gas, and the American people are going to have cheaper gas, and then we're going to be basically kissing your rear end, saying thank you.
Well, that would be nice, but Natalie Harper already did that. She was on the plane. She did
Mm.
it to me earlier today. It was so nasty, but
Wow.
we keep
Wow.
it clean here. We keep it clean.
Well, I appreciate that you're at least trying to keep it clean and make light of a very very bad situation, But honestly, what do you say to all these people who think you're just a terrible person and you're doing all of this to cover up your involvement with your friend Jeffrey Epstein? Isn't that an issue?
I know nothing about Jeffrey. He was a coffee boy.
Mm.
He did a lot of coffee work for me, and
Mm.
it was a beautiful,
You hear?
beautiful deal.
Mm.
And now we're doing better in Iran. We're doing
Okay.
so much better now.
Fair enough. Wow, that's amazing that you still feel that way. You're not taking, any accountability. But ladies and gentlemen, that's my good friend Z-Pac. Imitating Trump still. I don't know how you do it, but you're doing a good job. Outside of that, though, are you following what's happening in this country right now? And what are your thoughts, if you don't mind, sir?
Yeah. It's been a crazy a couple of weeks,
Mm.
month, year. Seems like it's been 10 years.
Yeah,
It's been a long time. The man that never goes away.
yeah.
He just continues to be alive, and he continues to wreak havoc on everything in his path. Uh,
Wow.
it's unbelievable.
He hasn't done
Uh,
anything
what
good in your opinion?
uh, Operation Warp Speed was probably the only thing that he did good. That was about it. Just being completely
Well,
fair,
but
like
he gave out misinformation about it, right? So I'd say
right.
that's still, yeah. But to your point, that probably is one of the good things he did, as terrible as it was, right? Sad.
I
And
mean,
speaking of
he's the
that,
guy that yeah.
but
Go
speaking
ahead.
of that, a lot of people are likening what's happening now. I seen it with Midas Touch. We tweeted it. Isn't what he's doing now the same thing he was doing with C-19? You know, lying about what's really going on. Do you see the parallels?
If the day ends in Y, Donald Trump is lying.
Mm.
And our good friends on the other side of this app, who we
Yeah,
should not be traveling to anymore, by the way, because I mean, I don't know if you saw what happened with Dame
I didn't see.
and that, but we shouldn't be going over there anymore and letting them just let them be themselves and
Mm.
let them own this. I've said this many times. They don't want to talk
What
about
happened? Yeah, I don't know.
Epstein.
Oh,
Um,
Epstein.
there
See,
was
now they
just
asked.
some.
Now they asked. Now you opened up the door. Oh my gosh!
I
Did some
did.
drama go
So
down on the week? Oh my.
so so we have Millie and her crew of henchmen. Mother Millie, not Mother of Dragons, but
Oh,
Mother
oh, there's two mothers.
Millie,
There's two mothers. Oh my God.
and
Did they
basically
take ownership of the way things are going in this country? I mean, because that's really what this is all
no,
about.
they were speaking on a lot of issues that Dame was bringing up, and some of them were issues of the African American community
Oh,
and getting into those worms again. And as a white person, I've long said I don't invest in that realm because I'm not a person of color, so therefore I shouldn't be speaking on it.
so
It was Casso versus Dame. It was a drama night. It was a drama night fight. Um, and
oh
people
my.
finally came around to realizing that there are um, some folks here that hang out with Dame, that Dame and Bolden's to be racist, and he purposely is doing this for whatever reason. Now I don't know what his reasoning is, but
This happened
it
all this
continues.
weekend. Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
it was a crazy night.
wow.
I don't really know. I mean, I saw just the part of it, but apparently I left and it got worse, which I didn't think it could. So then, yeah, so a lot of people in the chat saw it. They know what happened. So that was going on,
Wow, it's like soap
and
operas in a way.
it is. I mean, this app is a soap opera. Let's just be real. It's a soap opera, and it never ends. But I think that what we're at right now, and where we are right now, they constantly say they don't want to talk about Epstein, and they constantly say enough with the Epstein drama. But I literally have said this many times, and I paralleled this.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that dropped in the emails were that after all the denials of the Jerry Sandusky and Penn State scandal,
Oh, yeah.
the first thing that dropped were the emails. And once those emails dropped, that's when a lot more information came out.
Yeah.
People are saying, well, why didn't all these victims come out earlier? They only came out during the election in 2016. Well, I think when you're a high profile person running for president,
Yeah.
that's when a lot of people may come forward and say things.
Yeah.
Um, and so I think that is what ultimately happened. These victims decided that when Donald Trump announced his candidacy, they came out and they said, this is what happened.
Right.
And so
But what
that's
difference
why
does it
they are,
make? Is that their way of dismissing all of the things that Donald Trump and Epstein did?
yes.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
So they're saying that it all happened like right up to the election. So therefore it was all propaganda. It was all false allegations. And so there's a lot of that going on,
That
and a lot of their denial.
well,
And,
I don't
and
personally fall for any of that. I believe that you made your bed, MAGA, you got to lay in it, right? So if Donald Trump created the narrative that these are the things that made Barack Obama a bad president, these are the things that made Joe Biden a bad president, right? Bush a bad president, then they say you live by the word, you die by the word, so to speak, right?
And I watched a video of Donald Trump this weekend from 2008
Uh-huh.
talking to Wolf Blitzer, and he was basically saying like that he was asked about Nancy Pelosi, and he said that Nancy Pelosi was a good leader, and he then said, I think she should have been more aggressive with George Bush and impeaching him for lying about weapons of mass destruction.
Oh,
And I
I
found
played
that
that
ironic.
earlier. I played that earlier, to be
Oh,
honest
okay.
with you. Keep talking,
You
brother.
did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I found that ironic because when I saw that video, I thought, huh, Donald Trump is now like doing the very thing that he was mad at George Bush about, which is what everyone elected him for. And so now he's sitting here uh, essentially not practicing what he preaches.
Yeah.
And Tucker Carlson and all his people, he even said it's getting harder and harder to defend. Nick Fuentes has come out and said that Joe Biden was the only president that prevented what happened in Iran.
Mm.
And he did it in a way that was essentially, in making his words shorter, more diplomatic, and he didn't take the bait.
How
This
many
is
of
the
you?
guy that
How
has
many of you agree
dementia.
with that? How many of you agree with that? I played that on the show too, right?
Yeah, this is a guy that has dementia, right? Apparently,
Sleepy
right?
Hollow.
They're saying that he does, but he didn't take the bait from Iran. He never flinched, Joe Biden, when it came to um, when it came to this stuff. So I think that a lot of this stuff is just very. It's getting harder to go into pretzels if you're a MAGA supporter.
Yeah.
You've already twisted yourself into a nice pretzel, and now you have to twist yourself into an even nicer pretzel. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder out here for a pimp.
There you go. Well, I got my soundboard back. Well, you're right.
I
WZ
saw
Park.
you were fiddling with something there, man.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
looked a
I
little
realized
pressed.
that I have other ways of doing things, and it just popped into my head while you were talking to me, brother. But I appreciate that. All right.
Yeah,
Now,
well,
we're,
it has been a while for me, and the reason is because with my job, it's very hard to um, find the time early in the day when you're on.
yeah.
So it hasn't been that I haven't been here. It's just it's harder and harder. So I'm
Well,
not.
well, listen, harder and harder is one thing, but you know what? Keep it clean, all right? WZ Pop, thank you for coming to the show. Because that was a nasty thing you just said. You didn't have to say it that way, but I get what you mean. But I know a lot of people are doing exactly what you said do, and I just appreciate it that you're able to stop through and say hello as always. All right, brother. Keep up the good
Yes,
work.
sir.
And
Well, thank you, Zeus.
all righty then, ladies and gentlemen, it's Z Pop. Wow, I'm bringing back the oldies but goodies in a way, ladies and gentlemen. All right, moving it along. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Oh my goodness. Good morning, and welcome to the show. How are you?
Good
Welcome.
morning. I'm not an oldie,
Oh well, no, you're not. You're not
but
an
I'm a
oldie.
goodie.
But the
No, I'm
setup
just
that I'm
kidding.
doing, the setup is the oldie. Oh,
I'm teasing. So I was watching this fool president of ours a lot over the weekend. I'm not going to say completely tuned out for the last month or two, but I had to take more mental breaks. But I'm
good.
just on top of this because this is very scary.
Hmm.
And this fool is talking about, he started off saying that China, France, Japan, South Korea, and the UK were going to help us. They were going to help us, okay? And then it turned into hopefully they will help us,
Yeah.
okay? And they're all saying, nah, we ain't helping you. The
Mm-mm.
only thing we may do is help with like peace talks, negotiations.
Wow.
We're not helping you.
Wow.
So now then he says they're going to do it, and you know what we're going to do? We're going to help them.
How?
I'm not really sure. He wants them to bring over their warships.
Mm-mm-mm.
And he said because ours aren't
Yeah.
going through the strait that we need to have guts.
Yeah, so that sounds like a setup as far as I'm concerned,
It
right?
does.
Right? They bring their ships over and then those ships get stuck in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying? So, wow. Wow.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what I mean. He was all over the place all weekend. He's got himself into this mess and he knows it.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
And the other thing, what else? He was just all over the place this
Yeah.
weekend. What was the other thing? Oh, this is me. This is just my prediction.
Yeah.
They're not getting through there. They're not. The Iranians are only 4 miles off that coast and they've got their endless missiles, they've got mines, they've got drones. They're not getting through there. And this is why they're sending the troops over. And this is just my prediction. This is for educational purposes only, TikTok.
Tell 'em.
That's why they're sending over all the troops because they're going to have to put boots on the ground. If there's any way for them to get through there, they're going to have to put boots on the ground. They're not getting through that
Nope.
straight. I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you that right now.
Wow.
And MAGA, where you at?
Yeah.
Where you at? I'm still trying to recruit them if I go live.
Good
They're
job.
nowhere to be found. I was in Slayer's live last night. We're all of a sudden it's pro-war. I can't stop saying this. 2.5 weeks ago, they were America first. Stay out of this. We're not the world police. They said, remember when he said that? We're
Yep.
not the world police.
Speak on it, Ange. Go ahead.
So what are we doing over there if we're not the world police?
Ladybug, you zip it.
Is she in here?
Yeah, Earl
That
Thomas.
hag. She's a haga is what she is. It could even be a man. I don't know. It's probably a Russian bear.
Woo, go ahead.
But
I gotta be
either
nice.
way,
I gotta
they
be
have no
nicer than
idea
you.
what they're
Wow.
talking about.
My hands are tied. Wow.
Slayer was playing literally Trump saying, we're not the world police.
We're not.
And we're law and order and this, that, and no, we're not. And they don't have, and I'm going to say it again, Barron Trump and any of these other people that want to go there, you send your kids over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I think y'all know I have a son in the Navy.
Yep.
And we don't know every day where we don't know.
No.
This is how we live.
Yeah.
We don't know. I say, are you going? Mom, I don't know. It depends how long this goes on.
Wow.
And Zeus, how long you think it's going to go on? Because I'm telling you right now, it ain't going to be 4 weeks.
Wow.
We're already over 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
We are in this for a long, long time.
Exactly.
They
Yeah,
messed
we
with
don't
the
know.
wrong country.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't know how long this is going to last. However, I do bank on Donald Trump being the most incompetent individual in the room at the time making the decisions. And I'll say this. Remember when C-19 started, we were told it'd be gone by summer?
Yep. Yeah, I saw the timeline.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw the timeline. And then you got Pete Hegseth acting like this is a game. This is just a game. This is battleship. Trump saying our Navy and other that they have no guts.
Yeah.
You gotta have some guts and get through there. Yeah, that's pretty easy for you to say
Yeah.
is you sit there holding fundraisers while the fallen soldiers are coming home.
Get him, man.
So you know what? I can't. I'm trying not to obsess over this, but this is hurting all of us. Every single, whether you got somebody in a loved one in the military or not. Look at the gas price. Oh my God, Zeus! I went to the grocery store this weekend. Holy smokes!
You got.
I
a
had
good
like
discount?
7
you had
items.
A deep discount. You had a deep
7
discount?
small items, and it cost me $63. 63, and I have a vehicle. It's hybrid, and I can fill it. I can fill it with. It's usually about $40.
Yeah.
And now it's more like 58. And they're going to say, oh, you can't handle.
We love high gas prices now. They love it.
Then you got struggles saying that this isn't going to hit $5 a gallon. In some places it already has. I'm here in Maine where it's one of the cheaper places.
Yeah.
We've gone from $2.79 to $3.69. So I'm going to tell you, we're easily going to be at $4.
Yeah. By the end of this week, they're saying by the end of this week, Ange,
Absolutely.
Your gas in your tank that you normally filled up pretty much is double. It's going to be double what it used to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
But MAGA doesn't mind doing that because you know what they say? Short-term pain for what? For what? Long-term gain. Yeah.
And how they've said that before. They've said it before.
They said that in the 90s when the gas was like, $1 something. Now look at where it's at, right? Have we ever got to the long-term gain part yet?
I'm still waiting.
It's not cheaper under Biden, Angus. I promise you it's not.
Absolutely. Oh, he's an idiot.
Yeah,
no, absolutely don't
cheaper.
listen to him no, they're not. And they know it. They know it. And at some point they will have to admit it because it's just going to get worse. This is not a 4 to 6 week war. It's not a
Yeah.
conflict, it's a war. And it
Yeah.
really will be when we put those boots on the ground. And my prediction is that's going to happen real soon because they can't get through that strait.
Bingo. Thank
My
you.
prediction. Thank you. I am done. Got that
No,
off
no,
my
no. I
chest.
appreciate it. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. WA.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very positive here. We spread love, not hate on this show. Even if they want to report me on my bigger platform and do what they do because they're all a bunch of liars and haters, I'm still going to be up here smiling and giving out the truth. Nothing but the truth, so help me God. Because here's the thing, MAGA. As long as I understand that what I say triggers you, I am literally on cloud nine because I haven't lied about anything. Look at these gas prices. Yeah, I mean, I can still make videos and talk about you like I did the guy that worked at the dump. Did you see the video I put up there? The guy at the dump. Remember I told you the story? Normally when I go up to the guy at the dump, he goes, what's the greatest threat to our national security? And this is when Biden and Kamala were in office. Oh, it would always be the national debt. But now that the gas prices are hitting his pockets, that his gas prices are hitting the pockets. He's not, when you're in a relationship, you come home and you got your paycheck and it's like, yeah, you slam your paycheck on the table, yeah, and you're the man, so to speak, right? But that paycheck ain't big enough. That's a huge dub. I just thought of that. It ain't big enough. Gregory knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about, Gregory Jones, because he hears that all the time. It's not big enough. Oh yeah, don't worry about what Zeus is doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. And that's what makes me the Rizzler. MAGA finally gets to hear the words they love to hear. It's not big enough. Yeah, keep that little bit of money you got. Keep that little change you got. Go ahead and throw that into, your little piggy bank, so to speak. And hopefully maybe Santa Claus will fill it up one of these days. W Zeus, W Rick. Yeah. Are there any Trump supporters out there now that want to get up here and tell us all that this is somehow going to work out and be a good thing? I don't even know why I ask. Where's MAGA at this morning? Where are the people who believe in Donald Trump's war? Yeah, I'm tired of all the winning. No, Tiny Tank Top, you need to take a break. You got to take a break. Normally, I'm willing to hear you out, but what you said last Friday, no, nah, bro. I can't deal with nobody that eats mustard and onions and would hook up with their best friend's child. No. You really need to get on your knees and repent. Any Trump voters? Any Trump voters? Yeah, right, Southern Delight. That was disgusting. Any Trump voters out there? Go ahead. Tara W. Tara. Okay. It's MAGA. I know you're out there. You go onto all of these other people's platforms and you get up there and you start trying to sound intelligent, right? But when you come in my platform, you don't ever want to talk to me. But if I go into somebody else's on the right's platform, and these are people who usually, I only go to the right when I feel like I got a pretty good enough relationship with the host where they know that they better let me do what I do, right? You better let me get over here and be Zeus, because if you're not gonna do that, then it's over, right? Because I don't mind terminating the relationship if necessary, right? And so most of them, they respect Big Zeus on that front. They're like, hey, he got all those H's, right? And then when I get over there, oh, Ray? Yeah, Ray. Look who's making it go up, right? But when I get over there, you know what they do? They try to ambush Big Zeus and, oh, Zeus. And they want to, what have you been doing the whole time? They've been going down some rabbit hole with Grok maybe or Chat GPT, and then they want to come in there and quiz me. Zeus, what's the circumference of Earth? And then, they want to bring up, and then tell me, how did you calculate it? Did you understand what the radius? And, I don't want to hear any of that. I want to talk about things that actually are of substance, MAGA. I want to ask you to explain to me, how does it feel? And DJ, this could go for you too, DJ, Angus, Gregory Jones, Russian Bears. Just answer one simple question. How do you feel going to the gas station and getting screwed by your daddy? Tell us all how you feel. Just come in the box. Tell us all how you feel getting screwed by your daddy. And try not to use the words Joe Biden in your answer. Try. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for asking.
All right.
So, to answer your
Do you have
question,
a gas car? Do you have a gas powered car?
yes, sir, I do. I have a gas-powered pickup truck, absolutely.
How do you feel
And I am
going?
not enjoying the gas prices, no question about it. But I'm also smart enough to realize that there's a reason for them. There's a reason the prices have gone up. Do I expect the prices to stay this way forever? Absolutely not. I expect
How?
the prices to go back down. And I certainly enjoyed the time when I was paying less than $2.30 a gallon for gas. So
What are you
the
paying now?
three yesterday I paid 3.29.
That's
Three
basically
twenty nine.
a dollar increase.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was about $20 more to fill up my tank. It absolutely was.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed.
No, you can laugh. You're
Now,
paying a heck of a lot more than I am, so I'm not worried about that.
oh, so
You
as long
know,
as I'm paying more than you are, that's how
nope,
you
never said that. Don't,
rationalize,
don't
huh?
put words in my mouth now. I
Yeah.
never said that.
So in
Never
your
said that.
based on your understanding, why do you think the gas prices are higher?
Somebody in your chat asking me to stop lying. What am I lying
Who asked
about?
you? Who asked you that? I don't know. I
It,
can't
it,
speak.
Q Dog said, "Stop lying, DJ. What am I lying about?" I mean, I mean,
Okay.
how can somebody? It really must really suck to live your life in a way that every single thing somebody else says, you feel like you have to dispute it because you don't agree with their philosophies. I mean, what a way to live your life, Q Dog. Come
That
on,
but
man.
DJ, that perfectly describes MAGA. Did you know that? That perfectly describes MAGA.
So so you're saying that every single thing that I say, every single thing coming out of your mouth is a lie? Something as simple as what are you paying for gasoline?
I'll
I'm
tell you
not
what.
asking you. You didn't ask me my theories on the Democratic Party. You
No,
asked me what I paid for gas, and I told you.
I said, how
I
do you
mean,
feel? And you made it clear you feel uncomfortable about it. But I
I'm
also,
not happy with it at
okay,
all.
let me ask this. Honestly, you're familiar with Donald Trump lying to all of us about the dangers of C-19, correct? Like, do I need to go back and bring the evidence, or can we both agree he lied to us about that?
About C-19.
Yeah, remember every day it was getting better. At one point, it was going to be gone by summer. He said him and China got along.
Well, I think
He
that
was lying about them,
he absolutely spread some misinformation about C-19.
and
However,
and so
however, however,
and he played
Zeus,
it down with Bob Woodward and
are
tried to
you going to let
say,
me finish? Are you going to let me finish? So he absolutely spread some information based on the information that he was being given at the time.
no, that's not
Zeus,
that's
would you agree that the information we have about C-19 is totally different now
yeah, yeah.
than
But
what it was
the
when
thing
Donald Trump
is,
was president?
yeah, but the thing is with Bob Woodward, it was on record that he knew how dangerous it was, and he chose not to be transparent with us because what? He wanted to, you know, make sure he had a chance to win the election, right? He didn't want to ruin his chances and risk his poll numbers tanking. So Donald Trump had a lot more information about what was going on. And then what he did with Operation Warp
Okay,
Speed,
but okay, so
he confused a lot of people with Operation Warp Speed, right? He was getting it, but he was telling other people not to get it, so to speak. And so but my
D-
whole point is this, DJ. And I know it seems like I'm trying to just cut you off and jump ahead, but no.
no,
I just wanted to
cool,
I
man.
just
I'm
wanted
used
to
to it.
make sure we how long it would take for that to actually end. He knew it. So when I ask you to tell me how long do you think we will be in this situation and the gas prices are going to be high, when do you think that the prices are going to come down, DJ?
I think we're looking at 30 days. I think this will be over with in less than 30 days.
Starting when? Because you said that 2 weeks ago. So are we down to like
Okay, so let me
15
ask you this,
days?
Zeus.
So we're
Has
in
it been
15
30
days.
days since I told you that?
No, it's about 15 days since the war started, right? So you're saying in
Okay,
about
yeah,
15 days, you believe that our gas prices will go back to where they were.
absolutely. Absolutely.
How many people in the audience believe DJ? Because
I mean, it doesn't matter how many people believe me. You asked me my opinion, and I gave you my opinion.
Okay.
The
So
people in your audience, it doesn't matter what I say up
no,
here.
no.
They're all going to scream, DJ is this and DJ is that. That doesn't bother me, and who cares what they
Okay, but
think?
what should we be able to do to you if it doesn't pan out in 2 weeks, DJ? Because we've been trying to actually get you to keep your word on several issues, and
And I've kept my word on
and
everything.
what I don't want is I don't want to listen to you keep making excuses, right? This is a definitive moment now where we can all come back and revisit this in 17 or was it 15 days and say whether or not Donald Trump and you were accurate. If you were wrong, there has to be a consequence. There
What would the
has to be.
consequence be, Zeus?
You issue a public apology for all the other lies you've been spreading.
No, 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 no. There's one thing if I deliberately spread a lie
Well,
that is
this is one of them.
misinformation, like I hear on this live every single day. You ask me my opinion, how much longer this is going to be going. If I'm wrong about it, that doesn't make me a liar. It means that I was mistaken and I was wrong about it. I'm more than happy to admit mistakes that I make or wrong.
Yeah.
But if you accuse me of being a liar, or and you're just looking
Well,
in
then
your
you
chat
can.
right now,
Why can't?
let's
Why
see,
can't
there's
I? Okay.
PD3, there's
Okay.
you
But
know,
then here's the thing. Then why can't you say the same thing about Big Zeus? Why am I all of a sudden one spreading lies about? Why can't it just be
because
I'm
you
doing the
do
same thing
spread
you're
a bunch
doing?
of BS, Zeus. Because you do. You choose to take it, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it
And it's
doesn't matter
not.
how simple it is. I watch your videos, man. The videos that you put out every day and you try to discredit, the Trump administration for whatever it is. Sometimes you have a point, but 9 times out of 10, you don't. All you're doing is just getting up there to try to push this narrative.
What's the
And that's
narrative?
what you've decided to do.
What's the
You're
narrative
pushing a
you think I'm?
narrative that is a losing narrative.
What is it? What is my narrative?
Let's
Because
see. America is bad. Every single thing that Donald Trump does is wrong. Every single thing that Donald Trump says is a lie. That, America is heading for the biggest depression since the 1920s. All this stuff that you push,
okay,
none of it is coming
okay,
true.
so maybe you could
The
honestly, and
Epstein files, Zeus, you push the Epstein files every single day.
I'm not gonna
And,
let it
and
go.
this has been going on for years. And
D,
yet nothing has ever been proven. You've
DJ,
got Bill Clinton that came out and said that
DJ,
Donald Trump didn't do anything. Epstein's lawyers came out and said
but
that Donald
DJ,
Trump didn't do
you
anything.
let's unpack that for a quick second. Are the survivors real with Epstein?
Survivors are absolutely real,
Okay,
Zeus.
okay, okay,
Absolutely.
okay, okay, great. Did Pam Bondi say that she had the files on her desk?
Zeus,
No, no, no.
there have been millions of documents released. Millions.
Okay, but did Pam
And
Bondi
you
say
haven't
what I?
found one thing that proved that Donald Trump did anything wrong. Is that right or is that wrong?
That's wrong, DJ.
Why is it? Tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me
Because
what's
there's
been produced
actual.
that proved anything.
Does there
Well,
are?
there's the favorite word, disingenuous. That's what they like to say.
Can I
DJ
at
is
least answer your
disingenuous.
question?
Sure.
Right, you're a man, right? You can handle facts.
Absolutely.
Okay. Are there FBI documents that implicate Trump in terms of him committing crimes with children?
No. Show me one, Zeus. Show me one.
I can't, DJ.
Show me one that they
DJ.
found that had
Now,
any substance to it at all.
is that your opinion that you're giving me?
No, sir.
Because
That is a
as
fact.
far as I'm concerned, that is
That is a fact. That is not an
okay.
opinion, Zeus.
So you don't know about the case where the FBI interviewed a survivor 4 times that said Donald Trump actually assaulted her after she bit his.
All right. Is
lower-
this Katie
No, no, no.
Johnson or is this something
No.
different?
I'm asking you, are you aware that this is in the file, in the DOJ's hands?
There's absolutely.
Are you aware of any? Are you
There's
aware?
abso-
Are you
Let me
aware of
finish
any
before
documents?
Zeus, let me finish. You asked me a question. Let me
But
finish.
DJ, you're a man, and you judge a man
And,
by their
and as a
principles.
man, I'm trying to answer the question that you asked me.
I listen.
Are there allegations that
I didn't.
on
I didn't
FBI
ask you to
file-
remix my
Are you
question.
going to let me finish? Are you going to let me answer?
Are you going to stop remixing my question to make it fit comfortable for you? I don't want the question to be comfortable
All right,
to you.
give me the
'Cause-
question, Zeus.
Okay.
Give me the question.
Are there allegations in the files the DOJ is in possession of that includes Donald Trump doing acts of evil things to children? Evil things to children. Yes or no?
There are accusations in the FBI files that have never been proven or substantiated.
So
So
I'll
the
take that
answer
as a
to your
yes.
question, Zeus, if you want me to say the word yes, there's the word yes, okay? But do
Okay,
any
okay.
of those documents prove anything? No, they do not.
Then
None of
why hasn't
the
Trump released it, DJ?
are
He
you
said
are you
because he
kidding
doesn't
me?
want
Are
his
you really
friends.
did you really just ask me that question, Zeus? They've been released. That's how you know about them.
So so do you believe all the files have been released?
I have no idea, Zeus. I have no idea.
If you had to bet on
So
it, what
so
would you?
so
If you had to bet on it, would you? If you had to bet $1 million on all the files being released, what would you bet? Would you?
Oh, I
What would
would
you
bet that
bet?
there's more. There's more out there.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so
Okay.
then you and I
So
agree
you're
on that.
hanging your hat. Are you hanging your hat on the fact that there's more out there that will prove it? Is that what you're hanging your hat on? Because nothing that's been released so far has proven it? Is that what you're saying?
Um, I'll say it this way. Obviously, he's not releasing the files for a reason, right? You and I we could speculate for whatever that reason is. But if I were to ask, if you were to say, well, what do you feel in your bones? And if you were
I
asking me, what
feel
do
in
I?
my bones that if Donald Trump did something that
No,
somebody could
I was
prove
asking that
that was
question to me.
illegal against
No, no, no,
children,
that
it
wasn't
would
for
have come
you. That
out.
was the question that I'm telling you I'm going to answer. What do I feel in my bones?
Uh-huh.
What I feel in my bones is that whatever is in those files is so bad for Donald Trump that he is honestly afraid of it for it to come out. And I believe that it's criminal and it involves him doing things to children. That's what I believe in
Do
my
you
bones.
do you
No,
think
no,
there's
no. That's
files out there
hold on.
that previous administrations didn't already have?
Yeah. I know they had it. I
So there's
know that
additional documentation that's come into light only since
DJ,
Donald Trump
DJ.
became
You
president.
know where I'm at, and this is the part of it that makes it even more beautiful. I've gotten to the point where I said, whatever these files, they've existed in a world, and if you just strip away the politics, the files have always existed. The survivors are real, right? So what I'm able to do, which you can't, is I could set aside the politics and look at it as this evidence has been around for a while, right? Regardless of who's been in office, the evidence has been there. The survivors are real. You just admitted that. So, however you want to try to spin it, no, no, no. Let's focus on why Donald Trump is in there. Let's focus on that because it's been there for a while. I don't
Okay,
care
give
who
me
was
an
in the White
example,
House.
Zeus.
The dates on the forms. You can look at the dates and confirm that those files existed. Some of them they began when Trump was in office on his first term. So, regardless of who was the president,
There's
the files are
documentation
real.
before Trump went into
Hold on,
office. There's documents before he
DJ.
went into office. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
let's look at it from that lens.
Okay. And tell me what has been shown to prove anything.
Trump's name
There's-
has been in there. That's the
Are
thing.
you familiar with Epstein's
No.
lawyers have come out and said that Trump had nothing to do with anything? Are you familiar with that? Are you familiar with the?
Yeah,
with
I've
Bill
heard about
Clinton
that. But
came
DJ,
out and
DJ,
said that Trump
DJ.
did nothing to his knowledge. Absolutely. Okay. These victims
DJ,
are absolutely
here you go
real,
again.
Zeus.
DJ,
Do you
you're
think if
going.
there was a victim out there right now that could prove Donald Trump did something, do you think that victim should come forward?
It depends
It depends. What does it depend on?
if they are willing to risk their life.
How are they willing to risk their lives? I'm not sure what are you saying that they would somehow be terminated? Is that what you're saying? Okay. So
Because listen, DJ, there's evidence of that happening. That's why they're at Zorro Ranch in New Mexico. Did you ever think about that? It's funny,
again,
right? It's funny when you start putting.
speculations is
Well,
wild
why are they at
speculation.
Zorro? Why are they at Zorro Ranch? Could you go look into your AI? Why are they there?
No, I can't.
Do you
And
know
no,
about
I'm not
Zorro?
going to.
Do you?
Zeus,
So
you
you're
have sent
comfortable-
me
you're
everything that you thought proved
No, I haven't
anything.
sent you everything.
And
I
every
sent
single
you-
time I've debunked what you sent me.
I haven't
every
sent you-
single time.
I haven't sent you everything, DJ, because I know it's you're one of these people who consume a lot of Fox News, Boomer, and you're comfortable. You're comfortable in this bubble that you've put yourself in, but you also
I'm not
understand.
comfortable
Hold
with
on, hold on.
anybody that does anything against children, Zeus. I'm not comfortable with that at all. Okay? But I'm also not going
DJ,
to
that's a
condemn
lie. DJ, that's a lie.
that. No, it's not a lie, Zeus.
Okay, okay.
You don't get to make that determination what I'm lying about unless you can prove what. Now, if you can prove what I'm saying is a lie, That's absolutely one thing. But you got your little minions in the chat there that are saying P3DO DJ, okay? Now, none of those people would be brave enough to come up and walk into my face and say that because they would have to prove it, Zeus. So you got a bunch of keyboard warriors here who like to act like they know something about something, and they want to accuse somebody without even knowing them. There's Val. Cool.
You asked for a minion. Did I hear the call for a minion? Am I now a minion? Is
Well,
that
there he
how
is,
this
the
is working
biggest
right
minion
now?
of all. It's
Here,
Val.
hold on. Here's your minion, you piece of shit. So,
Oh, okay. All right.
here's
So
your
you don't want to have a
here's your minion.
conversation. You
Here's
want
your
to start
minion.
by calling
Anybody
somebody
that
a
comes up
POS.
here that does not
This is exactly
understand,
where you
anybody
guys
that
are.
doesn't come
This is
up here that
exactly
does
why
not
you guys
understand what
lose.
the
You
e-files
can't
actually
control
represent
yourself,
and
man.
what they have got in the trouble they have us in at this very moment in time in this country, the fact that the sign behind his head is actually a direct result of those files. Okay. People that don't
Say
understand
that again,
that the
Val. I
reason,
didn't
people that
understand you.
don't
Say that again.
understand that what this president is doing is anything he can to stop us from talking about those very files, including attacking another country that was really no threat to us, that has
So,
that sign
Yeah,
that's real
Iran
up
was no threat
behind
to
his
us. Is that what
head,
you're
that's
saying,
real,
Val?
Zeus.
including every distraction that he can to stop these from coming out. Okay, this is the reality of what's going on within your party, DJ. And the problem is, DJ, is y'all are being compliant. Now, I want to go beyond the compliance part of this, DJ. The other part of this is, DJ, is people like you sat on these panels not more than a year ago and said if any of this happened, you would quit supporting this man.
Facts.
Okay,
Facts.
those were actual real statements from you, sir.
Absolutely. And I'm still waiting for the
Okay,
proof,
and
Val.
sir, and you're sitting up here still supporting what is actually hurting American people on a daily basis.
It's
And
sick.
sir,
You
it
keep saying I
all,
support.
hold
What
on,
do I
sir.
support, Val?
It all, hear me, goes
Please
back
listen to him,
to
DJ.
those
I'll let you
files.
respond, DJ. I'll let you respond, but you've been begging to talk to Val for weeks, and Val finally decided he's coming up here to give you something, and hopefully,
So Val just gets to spout whatever he
I
wants to
told you I was
say,
going to
and I
let you
don't get to
respond.
respond.
I just
He'll
said I
he'll
was going to
he'll
let
talk
you
about 8
respond.
different things until I finally get to respond.
Oh, you need a blanket? I thought you were a man.
Yeah, I need a blanket.
You need
I'm not going to
tissue?
sit here and get trashed by somebody, and then
But did you hear what
he,
Val said? The whole world, the whole country is getting trashed by Donald Trump, and you're still supporting it after you told us you wouldn't. This is the
I
problem.
told you, and I told anybody who would listen, that if you could prove to me that Trump was a member and a participating active in hurting children, I would absolutely stop supporting him. Absolutely.
And I gave you the FBI files to look at and showed that Trump's name was in there. I showed you that. That exists.
There's no
What?
denying that Trump's
Okay.
name is in there. There's
Okay.
no
So
denying it.
Sir, the word from the FBI people that did those interviews, do you know what the word they used were about the witness in this case?
No, Val, what was the word?
Credible.
Credible. So did they bring any charges up against him?
well, here's the thing, DJ. We're
Uh-huh.
having some issues with what was Epstein's accountant that just testified? You know what I'm talking about, Val?
Yes.
Who said on one hand a settlement was issued, but then retracted it, and now is saying they don't understand.
Give me
They
the
don't know.
case that you're talking about. Give me the case that you're talking about.
It's not a case, sir. It's an investigation.
Give
DJ.
me the.
DJ.
Can you be any more specific than to say it was an
Sir, here, hold on.
investigation?
Here, let me be real specific for you because
Yeah,
this is
be real
something I
specific,
guarantee
Val.
you've never done. You've never opened up those files and started to do your own research. You've never actually wanted to
You
read
don't know
those
what I've
files.
done,
Well, yeah,
Val.
yeah, I
Don't
do,
try to act
DJ.
like
Yeah,
you're
I
an
do.
expert
And I
at
can tell you
everything.
why you have never done it. Because when you do, you will find out that your whole world crashes around you.
Oh my
Because
God,
everything
Mr.
you
Drama. No,
support
no. Your world is crashing
lives in
around
those
you, and you
files,
guys are doing
buddy.
everything
Hold
in
on,
your
hold on.
power
Sorry,
to try
DJ.
to keep it from happening.
Everything you support,
Richard Kahn, yeah.
support kitty diddling. Okay, I want to make that real clear to you.
No, you're not making anything clear to me.
And
I know
DJ,
who I
DJ,
support,
DJ,
Val.
you asked me to give it to
I
you.
go based on facts. I don't go
DJ,
based on
DJ, look up
conjecture and hearsay.
DJ, look up
Yeah.
Richard Kahn, Jeffrey Epstein's longtime accountant and co-executor of his estate. Kahn confirmed that Epstein's estate reached a settlement with a woman referred to in some coverage as Jane Doe 4, who had accused both Epstein and Donald Trump of misconduct / abuse.
Okay. And
No, no,
she had a settlement with who?
With the survivor, Jane Doe number 4. He confirmed
She had
this
a settlement with
in the
who?
House Oversight Committee. While the whole war that Val and I have been saying to you has been a distraction, haven't you been noticing that ever since Bill Clinton testified under the Oversight Committee, this is when Donald Trump decided to ratchet things up? Because he clearly doesn't want this to be what we talk about, DJ. And it's amazing. This
You guys talk about it. It doesn't matter.
DJ, this
It doesn't
flew right
matter
under
what's
your
going on. You
DJ.
guys talk about the Epstein files.
DJ, this flew right under your radar, and you had no words.
DJ, you say it doesn't matter.
No, I didn't say that.
Hold on, DJ. Here, let me blow your world up a little bit more.
You couldn't.
DJ, can you name a Republican for me that has won an election in the 2026 cycle, into the 2025 and 2026 cycle? Can you name one for me, DJ?
You're deflecting.
Can you name one for me, DJ?
This is a losing
here,
argument.
DJ. Here, I want to make sure. I want to make sure you understand what "on the wrong side of history" actually means.
No, sir.
Okay.
You're on the wrong side of history.
Oh, I am.
Not I.
I'm on the wrong side of history.
Yes, you are, Val.
So, okay, again, tell me what Republican candidate has won an election in the 2025-2026
What does that have to do
cycle?
with what we're talking about, Val?
Sir, because
we're talking about you're standing up here
unlike you that want to live under a rock and not actually walk around that rock to see what's on the other side of it.
No, sir. You live.
Hold
in a
on.
dark
Most
room
Americans
where you
actually.
stare
Hold
at
on,
your
DJ.
computer all
Most
day
Americans
and don't live in the real world.
Most Americans actually do want to see what's on the other side of that rock, and they've gone and looked, DJ. And now that they've gone and looked,
be specific.
They're
Val.
like
Tell me
going.
what you're talking
They're
about.
like going. No, here, DJ. Be specific.
Be
DJ,
specific.
what was the February jobs numbers?
Stop with
DJ. What was the February
with
jobs
the
numbers? DJ?
Doom and gloom.
DJ. What was February jobs numbers?
What was the February numbers as far as wages, Val?
Sir, what were the
wages continue to
February
increase?
job numbers? I don't care what the wages are. If
Yeah.
Okay, you're the one
96,000
that came up
people
here in the middle of a
DJ,
conversation,
are out of
and
work.
now you're trying to
DJ,
deflect from
DJ.
everything
No, not.
else.
Here, DJ, listen.
Sir, what you don't understand is everything that we are seeing is all tied together. Okay, you don't understand that the
It's all tied
e-files,
to
the
Epstein files?
e-files,
Is that what you're saying?
yes,
DJ,
sir.
DJ.
The e-files. Let me finish. The e-files
You are
that
delusional,
that
man.
Iran,
I'm so
that the
sorry
things
that
that
you
are
gotta
going
live
on
in
in the
that
Middle
world. It
East,
must
that the
really
things that are
suck
happening
for
in
you.
Russia and Ukraine, you do not understand that they are all tied together.
Thank you.
You don't.
Oh, I'm
You
sure
don't
that you have
look.
some
You don't
deep
look at what's
understanding of the
actually
world,
going
Val.
on.
Hold on.
You're
Yeah.
in the nooks and crannies of the system. You
Nooks
know
and
it all.
crannies, sir.
Okay, here's the thing, right? I like to hear each side when we talk, and so DJ, I'm just wondering, is it possible for you to just answer the question without trying to water it down and make it a comfortable question for
The
yourself?
question was
He
you
asked
asked
you
me to
about the
come up here
job
and talk
numbers.
about the price of gas.
No,
That's
no,
what came up here.
Val said
And
what
we went
happened.
from that to the Epstein files. Now Val is trying to act like there's some big,
He's trying to help you see
discovery
how
that-
it's all interconnected, right? And if you would answer these questions, we could get through this a lot faster. I recognize learning is very uncomfortable. I do. And Val is volunteering his time.
It
He
is
doesn't
for
have
you
to be
guys.
here.
No question learning
Okay,
is uncomfortable.
but what
no question.
what Val is trying to highlight is we're really not doing that great, job wise.
We're not doing that great job wise. We're not doing that great in the economy. We're not doing great in
Did the job numbers
GDP.
go
We're
down
hey,
in
hold
February?
on, sir.
Hey,
And something y'all were so proud of.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're not doing great in the stock market either. We're not doing great in any economic factor. Not one.
Okay, so when the Dow was over 50 and you guys were saying the
Hey,
same thing. Okay.
hey. Keep saying when. Keep saying
Okay.
when. What is it right
Answer the
now?
question,
What is it
Val.
right now, DJ?
Answer the question, Val.
What is it right now, DJ?
I don't have any idea where it's at today, Val. What is it?
And DJ,
Val.
DJ,
W,
thank
Val.
you.
I-
Thank
W,
you.
Val.
Thank you for proving
Yeah.
my
Guys,
absolute point,
you
DJ. That is
you're
my
so
absolute
desperate
point.
for a
Hey, DJ,
win,
guess
you'll
what?
use anything
And guess
that
what,
you
DJ?
can.
Most Americans with 401ks know where it's at. Guess what, DJ? Most Americans know that sign behind him is actually becoming real. Guess what, DJ? People
It is
understand that it's
real in
harder to get a
California, isn't it?
job right now. Guess what, DJ? People are actually afraid that they're going to get laid off in certain situations depending on where they work right now.
Hey,
Hey
Val,
DJ, hey
what have the
DJ, guess what?
manufacturing numbers been?
Guess what,
What have the
DJ? Car
manufacturing
sales are
numbers
down.
been,
Guess what,
Val?
DJs? Home sales are down. Guess what,
Uh-oh.
DJ? Guess what, DJ? You know what else is up? You
What's
know one
that?
thing that's up, DJ?
What's that?
Oh, that would be foreclosures and
Oh,
repos.
what about
Hey,
early
Val.
withdrawals?
Okay, DJ.
Val?
No,
Early
hold on.
withdrawals
Hold
from
on,
the
DJ.
401ks.
Now, hold
What
on,
about
DJ.
that?
Yeah, the
Oh, I'm just
401ks are down. Okay, so DJ, when you talk about these things, real Americans are actually feeling this, and but because you won't walk around the backside of your little rock, okay, you won't go look. But real Americans are. And
Val, I
DJ, hold
love
on,
how you
DJ, hold on.
slip
I'm going to finish right
around.
here. I'm going to finish right here,
You
DJ.
see?
And that is why Republicans haven't won an election in the 2025 and 2026 cycle. Okay. That is why, DJ, because people are done. People are starting to lose things. Oh, DJ, most importantly, where they really haven't won and where it's really hurting them and where it's really going to end this mess is Texas. DJ, Texas
Are you
is going to
done with
be
your little
what
list? Are
ends
you
this
done with
for
your
you,
list,
DJ.
Val?
Hey, and DJ, guess what? And when that happens, DJ, guess what you're going to have to do?
I don't know, Val. Tell
You're going
DJ
to
what it
have
is.
to get
Can you
up and
repeat
look
my
at the
name a
other
few more
side of that
times?
rock. You're going to have to get up and look at the other side of that rock, DJ. And when you go look at the other side of that rock, DJ, and this is where I began, now you understand what on the wrong side of history actually is.
Thank you.
You're acting like you're
Walk.
some kind of sooth or
Hey,
soothsage that you a
that was a
prophet of what's
dog
going to
walking
happen in
for
the
the
future.
ages. That was a dog walk. That was a dog walk for the ages, DJ.
I'm sure you have
and-
no other way of expressing it, Zeus. I'm
DJ,
sure you have no way of
you
expressing
like
it.
being a punching bag, I guess, because these facts that you're just getting hit with, they're really making you look worse than you actually started out the show
Hey,
with.
will you give me just 15 seconds, Zeus? Give me 15
Okay,
seconds.
I give you 15.
Okay?
I'll give you
If you
15.
if you think that everything that Val says is absolute truth,
It is.
why is it that Val will never just wants to have a discussion about one thing? He lists 5 different things that he talks about. The stock market is this, and the mortgages are this, and the housing is this, and foreclosures are up. And he likes to predict all this doom and gloom. Okay? Did the job market go down in February? It absolutely did. Did wages go up in February? They absolutely did. Okay? The economy is not something that you can just pick and choose where you want to highlight and what you want to dismiss.
The economy,
And things
DJ,
were
sorry.
going.
The DJ,
What?
if you want to go down an
No, no, no,
economy
no, no, no,
question,
no,
here's
no.
one
You
for you.
got to say your
DJ,
stuff, Val.
the economy, the 2025 year-end economy was considered the second worst to what year, DJ?
Val, I'm not even
Oh,
going
DJ,
to
last 30
engage with
years,
you
which
because
year
you
was
want to
the
spout all this
2025
stuff up. But the
economy
minute somebody
combined to?
tries to come back and
Come
counter
on,
you,
DJ.
But
This is a
DJ, to be
simple
fair,
one.
DJ, you went over 15 seconds. To be fair, you did say you
listen.
only needed.
What was it, DJ?
You need more time, DJ.
The people in your live listen to you and
Oh, here,
Val
DJ.
and
Here,
all
I'll help
these
you out,
people
DJ.
every day, and they don't listen to anything
DJ,
else but.
I'm
the
listening
year
to
Do
you,
year
yourself a
2025
favor
was
and go
compared to,
listen to
DJ?
some other
Job
people
market year,
other than
year,
Val
total
and
economy year,
Zeus.
other than the stock market, the year that it was compared to, DJ,
Zeus, was
was
Val, you think that you're giving some kind of
2008.
Okay.
some kind of counter or some kind of
Let's
gotcha.
bring it back a little bit, all right? Because we got to have the fluid discussion. So DJ,
No, I'm done, Zeus. I got to get back to work. I mean, you came up and asked me about gas. You know, I'm happy to have a discussion with Val about the economy.
but
I'm more
no,
than happy.
no.
to do that,
I can't
okay?
let you do that.
Val
DJ.
wants to start asking me questions when I'm not prepared to talk about it. When he sits in
not
front of his
prepared. He's not
computer all
prepared,
day
Val. He's
and
not
writes down
prepared.
his little numbers and does all that, that's cool, man.
Okay.
That's fine.
Okay.
And I actually respect Val.
Okay.
I respect Val. I'm not going to call Val names like
So
a
W
POS.
Val,
Like he started this conversation.
take a victory lap, Val, please.
Yeah, take a victory lap. Val.
You came in with too much facts with DJ Val. How do you feel about
Nah,
that? DJ,
no.
I just want to talk to the winner, Val, if you don't mind. But I just want to ask him, Val.
All right,
please.
bud. Y'all
All
be
right.
good.
Thank you, Dave. All right. Let's just winners only circle. Good morning, Val. How do you feel about that? Bruh, it's amazing. He accused you of just being good. I never knew being good is a bad thing until I heard DJ say that's crazy.
I
Wow.
know. I mean, he got mad because I did research.
Yeah. It's
It's just nuts. I mean,
yeah.
you do research and you actually look at things.
Yeah.
You actually go through and see all the stupidity that this has caused, and how it's actually hurting real American people, and how this latest event is going to hurt. This is going to hurt bad, guys. This is not going to be a simple pain for the American people. This is going to be ugly for, we're going to feel this for a couple
Amen.
years.
Amen. Amen. You're right. W's in the chat for Brother Val. We're going to try to get some other people up here before I get up out of here. All right. But thank you, Val. I might
No
need
problem.
you again. All right.
All right, buddy.
All right. Yeah. I mean, these people get up here and they have so much to say. They have so many negative things to say about us, but then when Val gives them the facts, they know it's a done deal. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. All right, all righty then. Lady Ray, I saw you. Taurus, I saw you. All of a sudden, you saw what Val did. Y'all don't have anything else to say. Good morning, Takesha. How are you?
Hey Zeus, how you doing?
I'm all right, and you?
I'm good. I got two things right quick. I'm not gonna let DJ sit in his box and lie.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Clinton did not say that Donald Trump didn't do anything wrong.
Nope.
James Comey came out and said that Bill Clinton say that Trump never discussed Epstein with him. He never said Bill said he didn't do nothing wrong. So stop making up stuff, DJ, to try to take up for Donald Trump. But look, Zeus,
Talk to him.
because they lie just like the man they follow.
They
Trump
do.
came out and said that Iran wanted to negotiate a peace deal, but it wasn't satisfactory to him. And the prime minister of Iran came right back behind him and said, "No, we did not. We are not negotiating, and we are not trying to have a peace deal. We're gonna fight to the end." So somebody tell Donald Trump to stop that line. That's why he don't want the media reporting that, because see, they keep getting information from the people that he lying on. But Zeus, one thing you can't do, you can't burn a bridge and try to go back across it if you can't swim.
Facts.
Because you dogged Zelensky out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need Zelensky help.
Yeah.
You went and talked about the leaders of these other countries, threw your tariffs on them, and now you need their help, Zeus.
Yeah.
What sense that make?
It don't make any sense. It shows a person that's honestly confused.
Zeus, I thought MAGA said that everybody need America. America don't need nobody. It looked like America need other folks.
Amen.
You cannot be on the island by yourself and expect to survive. And that's all I got to say, Zeus.
Amen. All right. Thank you. W's in the chat for Takesha. Yeah. Ray, I noticed you. Ray, I thought you wanted to get up here and give Big Zeus a piece of your mind. All right, I thought you wanted to give Big Zeus a piece of your mind. Why did you run and flee? Because it was too much knowledge for you? Is that what it was, Ray? Or have you decided to stop worshiping Donald Trump? You and your friend Christina. I know Christina, right? W Zeus. They never want to get up here. They thought they were going to try to get up here and somehow prove to us that Donald Trump was a good person. But even DJ had to concede and say he hasn't done enough research to prove that. So what do you got? Yeah. Yeah. Where are the Trump supporters at? They were while DJ was up here trying to put up a good fight. They were sitting up here, bring me up, Zeus, bring it. No. We want to know one at a time. There she is, right there. There she is. Yeah. There you go. Come on up here, Ray. I knew you would come on back here. Come on up here. We'll get you straightened out.
Your mods are blocking me.
Oh no, mods! Please don't block my friend Ray. They shouldn't be blocking you. Are they blocking you?
This is my third backup I've came on.
Oh wow! What did you get blocked for?
Because I'm commenting, I guess.
Oh, what were you saying in the comment section? Were you defending what DJ was saying, or were you supporting?
Nothing bad.
Were you supporting what DJ was saying, or were you supporting what Val was saying? Because it's hard to read sometimes with you.
Oh, I was asking if you can read the Sixth Amendment.
You can read it. Why do you want me to read it? I can read. But what?
You can read it out loud.
Okay, just read it.
I don't have a computer in front of me.
Well, what's all that sounding in the background? What do you want to say about the Sixth Amendment?
I want you to read it.
Okay, hold on. I mean, you want me to read it? Okay.
Hmm.
Right to a speedy trial by jury, witness, counsel. That one. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by impartial jury of the state and district where the crime shall have been committed. Is that what you want me to read?
Yes.
Okay. What is it about that you believe is necessary, and then I guess connect that to how that is supporting uh, you
No,
and support.
I'm not supporting nothing, but I think that every American has a right to face their accusers. Do we not?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are these accusers?
Oh, I see what you did. So
Mhm.
you're saying Trump is innocent because he hasn't had the ability to face his accusers. Is that where you're at, Ray?
Yeah.
Okay, can I tell you a story real quick?
So if I accuse you, don't you think you have a right to face me in a court of law?
Well, why? Well, I think to a degree, right? But I also think that in some cases, right? That's why they give them names like John Doe and Jane Doe. Why do you think they do that?
Yeah, but they still have a mediator.
Well, she had her name was Jane Doe number four.
Katie Johnson?
No. This is a different one. The one in South Carolina. The one I was
Oh,
sharing with
oh.
DJ. The one that they're saying the House Oversight Committee, the Epstein estate. So, are you aware that sometimes people get threats,
Yeah,
and
sure.
would and so there's ways to protect those people,
But you
right?
said Eugene Carroll uh, is scared. She's still alive.
Oh, you got some evidence for us too, because I've seen this. Yeah, yeah. This is a good example. So, what is going on in this illustration you're showing us, if you don't mind?
Deemed
What?
not credible.
No, but what are they saying in this? Because this is an FBI spreadsheet, right? This wasn't a spreadsheet the accuser put together. This is something the FBI put together. And what
Right.
does it show in there? What does it say in there, if you don't mind?
I can read the
Yeah, what is
accusation.
the accusation? Because DJ actually
And
said this
I'm
didn't
going to come
exist.
up with the
Well,
conclusion.
could you just read the accusation? Because DJ, the
No.
previous guest, said this didn't exist, or he didn't want to say that it existed in the way that I was saying it. I should say, what is this saying based on what you've read?
This is saying that the complainant was spoken to and deemed not
No,
credible
no, no.
by FBI
No, no,
agents.
no, no, no. That's not what I
Yes.
asked you.
This on
What
the
was the?
left is the accusation. The
Okay.
one on the right is what the FBI actually came up with.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Yeah, and also 100
Read
terabytes
read the
were
read the
hacked.
actual accusation though.
I have read it, and I'm not going to read it.
Why?
It's disgusting.
Huh?
Why would I believe the accusation when the FBI came out and said it's not
They're not.
credible?
They're no. That's not necessarily true. But I need you to read the accusation.
Additional research showed 3 separate incidents involving police which requested in mandatory psychotic evaluations.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Ain't that
So
something?
so we're just gonna
So
believe anybody that says anything, Juice.
okay, so you're not gonna read that, all right? So here's the thing, right?
No, I'm not. It's fucking
No, please,
disgusting.
please, please, please. Let's not. Let's please watch our language, all right?
Well, you want me to read this, but I can't say
No,
that.
no, hold on. I'm trying to get.
Want me to read Oren raped her best
Don't
friend
say
and her
that. Don't say
brother.
that,
Hal
please.
raped a 14-year-old girl named Katie. Like what? I can't say that word, but you want me to read
How
this?
do I shrink this thing back, ladies and gentlemen? Sheesh.
I'll do it for you, Zeus,
How did you do that? Okay,
because
okay.
I'm smart.
All right, you get that. Man, I don't know. I think I haven't been on the actual app in a while. But
And
here's
also,
the thing,
can we
Ray.
go
Here,
ahead?
Ray,
Hold
Ray,
on.
Ray,
Can
Ray,
we
Ray,
go
Ray,
ahead
Ray,
and
Ray,
look
Ray,
up
Ray,
the
Ray,
100 terabytes that were
Ray,
hacked? Can we
Ray,
look that up real quick?
Ray. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
No, Zeus.
Here's the thing, Ray. If Trump was so innocent, why not just release everything?
100 terabytes
No, no,
was
no,
hacked
Ray,
in
Ray. Come on,
2023.
Ray,
Okay, I'm
Ray,
telling you. Let's release the 100 terabytes that were hacked. Where are they?
Ray. Can you listen to what I'm saying? I get that you're
No.
talking about what happened in SDNY under Joe Biden and all of these other things, but Donald Trump is the
Mhm.
sitting president of the United States of America.
Where are those 100?
Why do you think he won't release everything? Why do you think he's not testifying? Don't you think Melania should testify? Because Bill Clinton and Hillary did. Don't you think they should do that? If
Sure.
you really were to think about this, and so you,
Get them
you
all out.
whether it's the 26 women, Ray, who have accused him, whether it's E. Jean Carroll, or now you're going to go ahead and say all these women that are in the files that the DOJ has, they're not credible. After a certain point,
I didn't
Ray,
say all of them.
okay, okay, well you're picking and choosing which one. It's
No.
just, isn't it incredible that his name is in the files more than pretty much as Epstein? Isn't that incredible?
You know
And you're
that
t-
90%.
and so how do you explain
Are
why
you
his name? Hold on. How do you explain why his name is in the files so many times?
90% of those are news articles with his name in them. Most
Oh,
of it is his Wikipedia page.
okay. That's your justification.
Yes, I've actually read the files. I don't know if you
Okay, okay. So the news article. So what you're saying is, and why would Donald Trump lie about being on the airplane then?
he wasn't on the airplane.
Yeah, no, he was.
Where? Where'd he go?
You don't think he was on the airplane?
He wasn't.
Yeah, I thought you
Epstein was
said.
on
I
Trump's
thought you
airplane.
said. I thought you said that you read the file. So I can't do your homework
He
for
didn't
you,
move Maxwell either. He's
huh?
not. He's
I
not
can't do.
ahead.
Hey, Ray,
But do you want to get the gas prices?
huh? No. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this. And I know this is going to be something that is going to bother you. Your daddy, the one that you're defending, he's clearly a P3DO, right?
Where? Zeus,
And
what?
and you don't
No
need any more
clue.
evidence. You don't need any more evidence because you
You
have it
don't.
in your hand. And for you to sit up here and just tell me, well, Zeus, I'm going to believe the FBI on this part, but then I don't believe them on that part. It just proves to us that you you really must not care about children.
Where are
Because this was Epstein's. No,
right?
I just can't get past this, Ray. Ray, I just can't get past this.
Okay, dude.
Were him and Trump
That's
best friends?
and I have 5 witnesses to
Were
prove
him and Trump best friends, Ray?
in the 90s.
And that means he was friends with the P3DO, right?
Who was still talking to him after he was
Trump.
convicted? Trump never talked to him
Oh,
after he
well,
was
oh, so
convicted.
you don't know about the meetings he had in the White House in 2017. You haven't read the files.
He did not
Again,
have to do
again,
that.
and then you find out Jane Doe number 4,
You're talking
she was
about
given a settlement. Why would the Epstein estate give a settlement
you're
on
talking
behalf
about
of Donald Trump,
17
Ray?
times
See,
he
Ray,
went to Clinton's White House.
Ray.
You're talking about 17 times he went to Clinton's White House.
No, actually, no. No, I'm in 2017. He was at the Trump. He was in Mar-a-Lago. You could go look that up in the files, Ray. And so, Ray, you know what bothers me, Ray? Honestly, it's conservative women that support Donald Trump being a disgusting predator. It's sick because you know deep in your heart this makes absolutely no sense. If your man was to be in the files, you would totally break up with him. You
Which
know that your man doesn't even need to do half of this and you would be done with him. But yet you will get up here and sit here and try to justify Donald Trump being a P3DO and being innocent. If this man is so intelligent and so brilliant, why did it take him so long to cut ties? At least with Bill Clinton cut ties.
So if you're accused,
No. Why would Bill Clinton be able to cut ties and he's the one that Donald Trump likes to bring in? Well, why couldn't Trump cut ties? Why does Donald Trump get to get away with saying inappropriate things about his own daughter and saying inappropriate things about children, ma'am, and you continue to act as if that's acceptable? And I could go one step further. Ray, I could go one step further. This just came to me. What you did to Kobe Bryant. What America did to Kobe Bryant. They didn't have any of this evidence and they crucified that brother. They crucified that brother. You don't even have. I could go with OJ.
our
You don't
six,
even have all the evidence on OJ, and we know he's guilty. But for some strange reason, Ray,
the
when
jury
it's black
came out
people,
and said
when it's
he
an
did
immigrant, what
everything.
about Laken Riley? When it's black people, an immigrant, Laken Riley, you got evidence all about these immigrants committing all these crimes, Ray? No, you don't. But you have no problem running your mouth on social media saying that these people are coming into our country illegally, pilfering our women. You have no problem saying that.
So
And I don't want to be yelling this morning, Ray, but it really bothers me that women get up here and defend Donald Trump being a POS, knowing good and doggone well they wouldn't even put up with the same stuff from their man. This is the problem in this country.
ABC was sued for
This is
saying
Ray. This is the problem in America. Ray. This is the problem in America. Ray, listen to me. I'm giving you free advice. This is the problem in America.
I don't need your advice, Zeus. Thank you.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No, you need to read your
The
60
behavior,
again.
the behavior you're displaying right now. Can I say what I need to say, Ray?
You
Because this
did
is
talk to
inappropriate.
me. Do you want me to just drop
Well,
and give you the show back?
I want you to listen and
No, I
actually
don't
pay
want to
attention.
listen.
Okay, so you want to continue to allow people to be bad people and
No,
harm
look at
children.
your Sixth Amendment, Zeus. Are you gonna just let people accuse you of things and not face them in court? You're just gonna
Well,
let them accuse you of rape or
grape?
murder?
You mean grape? And again, it didn't put a clock on the statute of limitations in there, so who knows? Who knows? You don't get to say this is enough time for it to have happened. That is not your job. The thing is this, Ray, and this is what bothers me. You don't understand, and if you do, you don't care. You are giving people permission to behave the way that you're saying Donald Trump can behave. You're literally doing that. And I know for a fact that you would be uncomfortable if any man on the face of the earth was to come to you and do exactly what Donald Trump did. I know that for a fact. So don't get up here and start trying to gaslight me as if you wouldn't, because the first thing I'm going to bring up is the fact that you probably believe in mass deportations. You subscribe to the narrative that people are coming into this country illegally and going after women and children. And look at you. Is that another man you want to point out did something bad? Is that an example of a man doing
This one's
something?
on your side. Y'all voted this one in. This is a fucking lawmaker,
Okay,
Zeus.
okay. And I knew, and just as quick as I said it, you went and did it, Ray. Ray, it's amazing you have no problem finding a random man that's a Democrat, I suppose, right? And pointing out that this man, is he in the
Y'all
Epstein
voted this
files?
man
Is he in
in.
the Epstein files?
I don't care where
Oh,
he's at. He's a child predator. And y'all voted him
you
in
don't
because
care.
there's a D on his
Okay,
name.
Ray, this is why,
Come on, dude.
Ray, this is why I just can't with you anymore. It's sick. You
Where's
don't
your
have,
Sixth Amendment,
you don't have a
Zeus?
spreadsheet like you did with Donald Trump. You don't have a case number like you did with Donald Trump. You don't have 26 plus witnesses with this person, but he's guilty as hell in your mind. He's guilty.
He pled guilty.
Who cares? He's
He
guilty
pled
to you.
guilty.
Who cares? He could have, you don't
Put it
know,
on
he
your
could have been
history,
pressured to
Zeus.
plead guilty. How about that? He could have been pressured because you know what happens when you get in there. You know what happens when you get in there and they hit you with a plea deal. He could have been pressured to do that. Who knows? The point is, you have way more evidence that Donald Trump is guilty. You have way more evidence that Donald Trump is guilty of harming children.
Okay, show me that.
Okay, here
Show
it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Explain this. Explain it. I got something for you.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't.
I'd have kicked that devil out of the house as soon as he said something. I'd have kicked him off the show if he would have said something like that around me. But listen, look at you, Ray. Oh, he's just joking while he's running around here terrorizing children because he got all the money in the world. This is what makes you a sick person, Ray. And I thought you were honestly genuine enough to at least try to have a conversation. But you can't excuse this kind of conduct.
But y'all voted this
No.
person in. And there's many more.
Ray, answer the question. Is it appropriate to say that about your daughter? What if somebody said, you have a daughter? I don't know. God bless her soul if you do. But if a grown man said that about your daughter, please tell me you would have a problem with it, right?
What was that on anyways? I've never heard that.
I'm done with you. Ray,
No,
you gonna try to get my blood pressure up this morning, and I didn't get up ready to get my blood pressure. I came to send folks straight to hell. But
No,
I
I
need
don't
you
wanna
to
do that, please.
I need you to reflect. I need you to reflect on this, all right? Because it's disgusting. It's really disgusting what you're doing. You know
What's disgusting, Zeus?
you know the difference between right and wrong.
So words mean you're a pedophile now?
Ain't that how they catch them all the time?
Words? Words mean
They catch them with their words. Oh, they catch them in their words are in writing. They catch them. Yeah. You didn't know that? You're asking me to read the Sixth Amendment. Those are words. What's good for
Now
the goose is good for the gander, Ray. Yeah. That's how we catch them. We catch them in
That's
the
your
way
right.
we catch them talking a certain type of way. We get laser focused on them, and then we collect the rest of the evidence. Easy W, Zeus. All right, that's a huge W. That's a huge W, Zeus. That's a huge W, Zeus. Now listen up, Ray. That's an easy W. You walked right into that. I did it. Thank you, Ray. So yes, we catch people with their words on this show. Your words are the reason you're catching all of this right now. You notice that?
touching anything. Let's talk about the gas prices, though, about how the states are gas tax, the mileage tax. I mean, the gas would not be that high if it wasn't for the gas tax and the mileage tax.
Wrong again.
No, I'm not wrong.
Okay, well, why are the gas prices high?
Gas tax and mileage tax.
How long have those gas taxes and mileage taxes been in place?
Always.
Okay, so then what made it recently go up?
But how much are they? Your gas wouldn't be that high if it wasn't for gas tax or mileage tax.
Ray?
California just passed another mileage tax.
Ray, listen. I feel like I've been dating you. I feel like I've been dating you for years, the way you and me are talking, and I'm honestly exhausted. It's exhausting talking to you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to ask you to I got to move it on, Ray. I got to move it on. All right? Because you're going to try to get up here and act like the war didn't cause the gas prices to go up.
We're not going to talk about this guy, are we? We're not going to talk about...
No. The only people I talk about is Donald Trump and his supporters on this show. But nice try, Ray. Nice try, all right? Okay?
Yeah, what about the Congress voting no on to release their own accusations?
I don't care. Until you concede that Donald Trump is a P3DO, we don't got nothing else to talk about. How about that?
I will concede when you can prove it.
Okay. Well, you have the evidence, but you need to do something up here called think.
I have a Sixth Amendment for a reason, Zeus.
Okay.
And you would use that Sixth Amendment if you were being blamed, right?
Ray, I'm just going to ask you one last time. Is it appropriate for a man to say that they would have intercourse with your child?
Pedophile.
Huh? All right, Ray. Well, guess what? I got to move it on, all right? But at the end of the day, Ray, you tried and you lied. Yeah. That's a W, sis. Kabira. Yeah, she got my blood pressure up because it just bothers me, Ray. Ray, it bothers me when you get up here and you give people the permission structure to do things that I know you totally would be upset and livid about if someone else that you didn't know of did that to you. If you felt like Ray in a going down an alley late at night and you ran across a person of color doing something bad, I know you'd run 911, come get him. He's a thug. He's coming after me. I know it. And you don't even have the evidence to say that they really are. You could just look at them and say that they could be trouble. Sort of like, when Donald Trump says this.
Open borders.
Remember this?
With people pouring in, some of whom, I won't get into it, but you can look at them. And you can say, could be trouble.
Could be trouble.
Could be trouble.
Yeah, so you can do that with immigrants, black folk, the Obamas. But Donald Trump can literally be decorated in the E-files doing nasty, evil acts against children. You could literally hear him talking and saying very inappropriate things about his own daughter and other people's children. I didn't even play the part where he said, he's talking about dating an 11-year-old. And you'll just turn around and be blind as Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder. It's really sick. And it makes me feel like I've been in a relationship with a very, very toxic person, just arguing for the sake of arguing. We're not getting anywhere. I get it. I'm bad. Everyone else is bad except him, huh? Well, you must be in on it too. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure that I do this. Join me in warming up the lake of fire. And I try to be nice. I really do, but I can't be nice to that. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray deserves to go straight to where? Hell!
Silence, you MAGA demon!
And that's a W, Zeus. It's just incredible. It's incredible that MAGA, especially you conservative women, are just tearing your drawers this morning for Donald Trump. What are you getting out of it? Vegas. Did you hear what I just had to deal with, Vegas girl?
It is what it is. It's a Monday morning.
She's inappropriate, isn't she?
Who?
Ray,
No, not at all.
Oh.
Not at all.
So you subscribe to the same ideology?
Which is?
Donald Trump is innocent. He can say whatever he wants to say about your daughters and your children. He can be in the files. He's still innocent. It's just the Democrats and the survivors tag teaming him to try to ruin his poll numbers. Is that where we're at with this?
I mean, I don't know that anything's being done to ruin his poll numbers, but I want to ask you a question, if I may. I haven't been up here in a long time in your live.
That's a lie. Don't start out
No,
with a
I'm
lie.
talking about up in the box. So I come in here and aggravate people in here because it's fun to do.
No. You come in here because the devil sends you in here, and you don't know any better.
No.
And you know you need some of the kibble that's being left out here because the world you've created for yourself isn't that great. Say it the right way.
No, I'm doing awesome. But my question to you is,
You're doing awesome with these gas prices?
My gas is going to be expensive no matter what. I drive a Mercedes. I mean, it's always expensive.
I've heard it all. Audience, were they saying this when Joe Biden was in office? Were they saying anything like this when Biden was in? I drive a Mercedes, and
Angela drives a
Mercedes.
Don't
bring Ange into this. Don't bring Ange into this.
I know, but she has to pay the same thing.
Oh, I drive a Mercedes. Gas has always been expensive. Get out of here. Y'all sat here and drugged this man. Joe Biden, he's a senior. He's an elder. He was a beacon of inspiration for a lot of seniors. They say, wow, if he can get up and still run to be president, I could get up off of my you-know-what and get out here and still try to be a productive member of society. That's all Biden represented. And y'all drugged this man through the mud over gas prices and eggs. And now to sit up here and tell me you got a Mercedes and gas has always been expensive, the nerve.
I didn't drag Biden. I mean, I voted for him. I didn't drag him. I knew he's not responsible for gas prices.
Please.
But my question to you is this:
and this morning,
and the kingdom can answer it too. We're supposed to believe the victims, correct? Any kind of victims in any kind of essay, we always must believe the victims, correct?
They should be heard.
Okay. So when you have victims that were at the White House and have been interviewed and asked questions and were asked if Trump did anything or if they saw him do anything inappropriate and they said no.
Oh.
Do you choose to believe that or do you not believe that?
No, I don't believe that. No.
Okay, so if they would have said yes, Trump did stuff, then you would have believed it.
Yeah, I would believe it.
They don't think so you're not being a hypocrite?
That works? You see I just blew your mind. I'll explain why.
No.
I'll explain why.
Please do.
I believe Donald Trump is a very dangerous person. You understand what I mean? I think he'll knock your top off if you get in his way. And I've seen evidence of him doing that. I think he's really a gangster, so to speak. And you don't move that way around dangerous folks. He has no problem eliminating you. All right? You see what he's doing in the Eastern Pacific with those people in the boats? No due process. Gone from the face of the earth.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, that means you're okay with him being an unaliver. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not getting rid of person. Hold on, no.
Hug people? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Huh?
Getting rid of hugs?
Oh, even though you didn't even give him a chance to actually get in the courtroom and figure out whether or not it was true or not. They just got to go off of a hunch. See, Vegas, this is the problem. You the same kind of hypocrites that'll crucify Jesus. Off of how I just didn't like the fact that he had all those people following him. I didn't like he was breaking bread and, healing people and stuff. And it just, to me, it didn't sit right on me. So I decided to go ahead and crucify him. The man came to save your souls. And this is how you do it. I mean, y'all backwards. You're backwards, Vegas. You just can't go around and say it's acceptable to unalive people. Just like you did with Renee Good, Alex Preddy, Keith Porter. These people, they look suspicious, so we got rid of them. Oh, really?
Well, I mean,
really? They don't get to go in a courtroom? They don't get to hire an attorney and actually defend themselves? They just got to get wiped off the face of the earth.
Was Keith Porter the one that was celebrating on the 4th of July or whatever?
New Year's.
Okay, and was doing something illegal.
What difference does it make? You don't care. My point is this, Vegas. What is it that you want to try to convince me that you believe now?
No, I came up here to ask you a question. You answered it.
Yeah, so I believe that these survivors who have experienced the evil acts in the files that a lot of us have read, and it's literally, you read it, it is difficult to even sleep, right? If you've been through things like that and you have any kind of hunch that the guy running the United States of America is in it, I believe that they are going to tread lightly about what they implicate him in, especially if they don't feel like they are going to be protected, because that's what you got to do to survive.
So do you believe that everybody's name that's in the Epstein files is guilty of pedophilia?
No. No.
Just Trump. Okay.
Oh, oh. Listen, here's what I believe, Vegas. And if Trump was innocent, I believe that he would be bragging about it all over the news. I haven't done a word. He'd have no problem amplifying that he's innocent. He'd produce all whatever information that needed to get out there, because as long as it saved him, he wouldn't care. That's what I believe. And I look at it and I go, it's amazing that he's not that braggadocious when it comes to that. He's braggadocious about everything else except that. That's amazing. And it's amazing that all the things that are very suspicious seem to have happened when he was in office. That's very suspicious to me. It's amazing. It's amazing to me that he didn't want to be transparent about how many times he was on Jeffrey Epstein's airplane. It's amazing to me that we got all these comments about him saying inappropriate things about children. It's amazing to me that he's all in these files. And you're just going, wow, that's not just rolling the dice and something random happening. That's actually evidence of a very a solid relationship with this guy. So I don't know how you could be that close to a person like Epstein.
So people that take pictures with people that are...
No.
We don't want to talk about pictures or people that stand up there and give accolades for people.
No.
Because we can talk about Harvey Weinstein, right?
No. Because I've seen Donald Trump dancing at a party with this guy.
I've also seen...
Have you seen
past presidents and first ladies congratulating and saying how great Harvey Weinstein is.
Okay, but didn't the past president go and testify under oath? Didn't he do that? But
he also,
are you talking about Clinton?
Wasn't Clinton asked if Trump did anything wrong? I think Clinton testified that Trump did nothing wrong.
Who actually has a wife that was introduced to him by Epstein?
I don't know. Is that how he met Melania? I mean, I don't know. You're the love dude.
Bingo. So, Vegas, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how concerned are you that Donald Trump is actually he could be a P3DO?
When there's evidence to say that he is.
I didn't ask you to do it. I said on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how concerned are you that he could be a P3DO?
I'm not concerned.
So what's the number?
Because here's the thing, we can be concerned or whatever or not. No one's ever going to go to jail for any of that.
Okay, so
do you think anyone's going to be? I'm not concerned about Trump being a PD3O.
So,
I don't
obsess
over it.
So 0.
Sure, 0. We can 0. How concerned are you?
I just can't believe we have folks like this, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't
What's up, Zeus?
What's up, Kabir? How are you?
Why are you letting these troglodyte heathens get under your skin? You about to jump out that seat. Listen.
Tell them. Kabir, thank you for coming up here and helping me.
And Ray know that Trump's a diddler of children.
No, I don't know that.
Here's how you know Trump's a diddler of children. Trump will sue your butt off if you say anything about him. But he knows if he tries to sue, there's something called discovery.
Amen, W. Kabir.
And any which way you twist it. Like you said, you brought up OJ and I forget who else. Look at Mike Vick.
Yeah,
they crucified that man over some dogs and fighting. And still haven't gotten over it yet. But yet you let this diddler of children run free, creating havoc around the world.
That was Michael Vick. That wasn't.
It doesn't matter.
She said we cut Michael Vick, Kobe Bryant, OJ. It don't matter. You have no problem with just much evidence saying that brother gots to go or this person gots to go when they're an immigrant, right? You have no problem. But you got this man decorated all over the Epstein files, and you still want to sit up.
But now it's a race thing.
Of course, it's always. It's never left. Racism is never left.
Lincoln Riley.
Yeah. What? You think racism all of a sudden left America, Vegas? See, Kabir, you told me I need to calm down. All right, W. Kabir.
Don't let her
have you. I'm going to calm down. Y'all got me activated this morning.
Take your medication, dude. You'll be fine.
I think you need medication for believing Trump.
Anyone who believes
this foolery Trump got going on needs medication.
There you go, W. Kabir. And that got you dropped. You can't project medication on the big Zeus when it's really you, Vegas. Have you lost it? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and warm up that lake of fire real quickly. Kabir got her. Vegas girl. Who else was it? Kabir? Ray? Yeah.
Yeah, the Ray woman, and you know what? Send DJ too, because
Okay.
DJ is full of it.
Thank you.
I'm done with him, Zeus. It's always an excuse.
Tell him.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Like you say, it's always an excuse with DJ. I mean, you could put it right in his face, and he will find something else to. And I wonder if they're tired of twisting themselves in a pretzel. It's got to be tiring. It's just got to be. So that's all I got to say, Zeus. I was with you. I was hot too, but brother, like you said, they were getting your pressure up. You're about to hop up out of that seat.
Yeah, I'm about to hop, and I gotta keep it cool. I gotta keep it cool. But thank you so much, Kabira. Wow. I gotta remove you. Wow, you caught something too. Oh wow, the live got flagged. Oh, look at that, MAGA. Y'all didn't want to run around and report Big Zeus because I'm up here cooking and booking and destroying you demons in front of everybody. Y'all, W Zeus. Yeah. Well, you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. I got to get up out of here. I didn't know so much time had passed, but I'll be back tomorrow to be on that. I got to keep it clean. I'll be back tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but keep up the great work out there, ladies and gentlemen. Destroying these liars right where they are at, in their habitat. Look at what you've done, MAGA, to this great country. W. Kabira, thank you. Thank you. Look at what you've done to our country, MAGA. They're gonna sit. Y'all heard it yourselves, right? Did you hear Vegas girl literally say, "I drive a Mercedes and gas prices have always been high"? You heard that, Ange? The gall to say that as our men and women in uniform, our service members are coming back, and Donald Trump is profiting. W. Tara, and the gas, and Donald Trump is profiting off of them coming back in body bags with his grifting, right? The gall of you, the audacity of you to say that. And like Kabira said, you know what he did. I can't say it because I'll get in trouble like Kabira, and this is my backup. It's truly the worst thing I've heard today. Ladies and gentlemen, you all deserve a huge round of applause. Thank you to all of the subscribers, gifters, moderators, and panelists for tuning in this morning. This has been one intense show, but it was worth every bit of it, all right? Because we destroyed these demons like we've never destroyed them before, all right? But on a serious note, I got to give one last round of booze and shame. And you know who this goes out to? This goes out to every single one of these liars, these Zeus haters out there, and especially DJ. I thought you were bad, but the fact that I had two conservative women get up here and defend Donald Trump for being what Kabira said he was. But then they'll turn around and go after OJ, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Vick, and anybody else that's a person of color. They'll demonize them with just a dot of evidence. But Donald Trump, you got a whole well of evidence, and you'll still defend this man and let him unleash hell on the country and destroy the lives of children. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in sending these demons where they belong with their high gas prices straight to hell. I gotta get out of here.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
That is a huge W, Zeus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care. Have a great rest of your morning. We're out of here. Wow. That's a huge W.
What about body? What about body? Hold the whole election night. Bring the votes day and night. Yeah, that ain't right. What about body? Borders wide open.
Have a great rest of your morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Where we begin. What about body? Gas prices sky.
Great show, though. Ray, I'm disappointed. Sick. Just sick stuff. Rizzler, thank you, Ed. You were cooking too. We actually want to save the country, but you want to cry about Joe Biden. Huh. Sleepy Joe. Everybody knows. On his laptop. Right.
concealed. Family getting paid, influence better while we out here struggling, pockets unsettled. What can I do? JFBI raised, Mar-a-Lago store, 100 gets paid. January 6th, locking up brains, but Joe specified docs in his garage, man. Keystone cancel, energy weak.
It's classified documents.
Running the city,
Sticky
on the streets
fingers.
before the police. Chaos on beat. Stole the whole election night.
Hey.
Read the votes dead at night.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Pull up my Biden borders wide open, let them flood it. Millions crossing, drugs pouring. Where we begin? Pull up my Biden gas prices.
Turn this laptop.
Inflation wild. Economy dying, can't feed your child. Pull up my Biden, Afghanistan, that's left on
There it
behind. 13 soldiers gone. Joe acting blind.
What about Biden? Tell him, Kabir.
Yeah, yeah. What about Biden?
Obama's tan suit. Here's my question. Here's the question right here. What about him? What about him? Wow. Double to all of you. Thank you. What a crazy show. I got to get out of here. Have a great rest of your morning.